about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I?
Thousands have taken an NFL field since the league's beginnings in 1920, but it's an ultra-exclusive group, less than 100, who have been named Most Valuable Player. Just playing in a Super Bowl is a milestone few achieve. But Coach has a little more time to remind his team what's at stake. The true prize isn't reaching the game, it's winning it.
National, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show that you would not vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the website, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. I'm picking the pride. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the yeah. Pull up the morning, bro. Yeah. What's happening? Oh, on the Sundays. Say a parking lot prayer, no prayer, no prayer. I just wanna kick back, relax. Shout it about it in the Monday. How about the season slide?
I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Duff this stuff me in the trunk. Next time I won't.
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins. Miami set to take over. Here's Brown, throwing to start the drive. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Miami.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Two big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Ready up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 4. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
First and goal, Miami.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Achane. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Looking to throw. Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Brown now. From the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when you've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. From the gun on third down, Brown. And he is caught. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First down.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Brown. Throw caught by Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 1. Operating from the gun, Brown. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Brown. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down he'll go at the 25. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brown. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this 1st half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Back to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner 1st half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Quarterback leading this offense back out. He's already accounted for 4 touchdowns in this 1st half, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground as his guys start with a 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Brown. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. first play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Brown, off play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mills. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, Dolphins.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
A run now from H.M. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
He'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. And I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to...
Is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts first and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
And we all like
So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
His throw incomplete.
Somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Achane. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brown. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Comes a field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Yeah, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Brown. And it's a fumble. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brown. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Now Brown operating from the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw. Brown. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books and ready to go for the 4th. Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books and ready to go for the 4th. Here's Brown from the gun. He'll throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
19,
Brown now throwing to start the drive. And he'll find the row here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun. Brown. Now they'll take this and run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. And the Dolphins are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw. Brown. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Foster Moreau, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brown. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Looking to throw. Brown. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Now a run by H.M. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. They give to Achane on the option. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Brown from the gun on 3rd down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw. Brown. And this one's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10. throw left side taken in by Hill. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run, A-Chain. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
19, Tiger, 19.
A-Chan is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
Commissioner Goodell atop the podium, handing the Lombardi Trophy to the Miami Dolphins, champions of Super Bowl 61. So that wraps things up for another incredible season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for my partner Charles Davis, for Mike and Greg, Kate and Brock, and our entire crew of hundreds, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Good night from Southern California.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you call my name, you wanted something to change, girl. Bet you can keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's
Special energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water.